Thanks for checking out Symphony on YouTube. Please be sure to subscribe and like our videos for updates.
The forum reiterated its call, which seemed to have fallen on deaf ears, for the Revenue Mobilization Allocation and Fiscal Commission to urgently send the revised revenue allocation formula to Mr. President for onward transmission to the National Assembly for enactment, such that more resources are made available to state and local governments where ordinary Nigerians reside. It called on the chairman and members of the commission to resign or to be relieved of their duties if they cannot discharge this sacred constitutional duty entrusted by the Nigerian people to it. The present constitutional amendment process will make the commission more independent and accountable to all stakeholders. The meeting expressed support for the implementation of judicial and legislative autonomy in the Federation and states in conformity with the extant provisions of the 1999 Constitution. The meeting called for more involvement of states in mining and geophysical activities within their states. This is necessary not just to curtail harm to the environment, but to further diversify the Nigerian economy and complement oil as a foreign exchange earner for Nigeria. PDP Governors Forum further reviewed the emerging threats to our democracy, constitutionalism, and rule of law, and cautioned the federal government to exercise power with restraint. The need for law and order is paramount to secure our nation, but mindless killings of innocent citizens should be avoided and is hereby condemned. It is in the same vein that the meeting reiterated its earlier revulsion. Any attack on security personnel and their property anywhere in the country as a criminal and egregious act for which perpetrators should be brought to book. The meeting examined suspension of Twitter from operating in Nigeria and condemned the personalized reasons given for the action. The mere ego of Mr. President is not enough for such a drastic action that deprives millions of Nigerians from such an affordable means of expression and communication. We hope that this is not a harbinger or early warning sign of descent into dictatorship. The meeting noted that social media regulation can only be done within the existing laws on the subject and should be used as an attempt, should not be used as an attempt to punish or gag Nigerians from enjoying constitutionally guaranteed rights. Nigerian youth do not have adequate access to employment, and a lot of Nigerians rely on Twitter for their livelihood, businesses, and self-employment. This will further worsen Nigeria's 33% unemployment rate, which is the highest in the world, improve Nigeria's ranking as the country with second highest poverty rate in the entire world, all of which happened under APC's unfortunate stewardship. The meeting consequently requested Mr. President to review the suspension of Twitter operations in Nigeria in the national interest. The meeting further called on the APC-led federal government to think outside the box and find solutions to the challenges facing electricity supply in Nigeria, as the current system is sadly not delivering power needed for Nigeria's rapid industrialization. On the recurring question of insecurity of lives and property in Nigeria, the PDP governors reiterated the need to decentralize the operations of the security apparatus state, even within the existing legal framework, to ensure the input of local operators in state and local governments in policing and security. It lamented the fact that Mr. President seemed not to be aware that the coercive instrument of state security is firmly within his hands and not governors, considering his recent media interview on the subject. The meeting reminded Mr. President that he has ultimate authority under the Constitution over security organizations, even though the states have a role to play. Cooperation and synergy between states and the federal government in security operations is critical in securing Nigeria. In any case, even though police is exclusive list, the states, as a practical matter, spend huge sums of money to support the security agencies to carry out their duties. The need for an appropriate legal framework to involve the states in policing has become even more urgent by the day. To this end, we reiterate our earlier call for the National Assembly to expedite action in passing the Electoral Act and constitutional amendment to ensure the structuring and decentralization of governmental powers and functions. The meeting extolled the virtues and achievements of His Excellency, Mr. Udom Emmanuel, Governor of Akwa Ibom State, our chief host. They noted that he has brought prudence, innovation, and competence in the management of state resources with major landmark projects and interventions. Thanked him for being a wonderful host and indeed a great partner. Thank you very much.